Viking warriors, known for their fearlessness and ferocity in battle, were integral to the culture and success of the Norse people. Their reputation as formidable fighters was well earned through their skills, tactics, and way of life, all of which contributed to the expansion and influence of Viking society. Viking warriors were often trained from a young age, learning to fight, sail, and survive in harsh conditions. Boys were taught to handle weapons like swords, axes, and spears, as well as to develop physical strength and endurance. This rigorous training ensured they were ready for battle. Vikings used a variety of weapons, including swords, axes, spears, and bows. The Viking sword, often a symbol of a warrior's status, was a prized possession, finely crafted and sometimes decorated. Axes, particularly the bearded axe, were common due to their versatility. Warriors also carried round shields made of wood and iron. Armor varied depending on a warrior's wealth and status. Wealthier Vikings wore chainmail shirts, while others used leather armor or padded garments. Helmets were also worn, though the popular image of horned helmets is a myth. Actual Viking helmets were simpler, made of iron with nose guards. Viking warriors excelled in various combat tactics, using their mobility and surprise to their advantage. They were skilled in guerrilla warfare, conducting quick raids on coastal towns and monasteries. The element of surprise was crucial, and their longships allowed them to navigate and strike swiftly. In larger battles, Vikings employed the shield wall formation, where warriors stood side by side with their shields overlapping, creating a formidable barrier. This tactic provided both offensive and defensive capabilities, allowing them to hold their ground or advance steadily. Among the most feared Viking warriors were the berserkers, who were said to fight in a trance-like fury, feeling no pain and exhibiting superhuman strength. Berserkers often wore animal pelts, like those of bears or wolves, which they believed endowed them with the animal's spirit and power. The Vikings' naval skills were unmatched in their time. Their longships, designed for speed and agility, enabled them to navigate both open seas and shallow rivers. This maritime prowess allowed them to raid, trade, and explore vast territories, from the British Isles to the coasts of North America. Viking raids were legendary for their brutality and efficiency. These expeditions were not just for plunder but also for acquiring land, settling, and establishing trade routes. Vikings founded several settlements, including Dublin, York, and Normandy, leaving a lasting impact on these regions. Warrior culture was deeply ingrained in Viking society, with a strong connection to their mythology and religious beliefs. The Norse gods, particularly Odin and Thor, were revered by warriors. Odin, the god of war and death, was believed to choose the bravest warriors to join him in Valhalla, where they would prepare for the final battle, Ragnarok. While men were the primary warriors, women in Viking society were also capable of fighting. Shield maidens, female warriors, are mentioned in Norse sagas and legends. Though their existence is debated among historians, these stories reflect the respect for strength and bravery in Viking culture. The Viking Age began to decline in the late 11th century due to several factors, including increased resistance from other European powers, the establishment of stronger kingdoms in Scandinavia, and the conversion to Christianity, which changed many aspects of Viking society. The legacy of Viking warriors endures in popular culture, historical studies, and archaeological discoveries. Their impact on the regions they raided and settled is still evident today, and their stories of bravery, exploration, and combat continue to captivate imaginations. In conclusion, Viking warriors were not just fearsome fighters but also skilled navigators, tacticians, and explorers. Their influence extended far beyond their homeland, shaping the history and culture of many parts of Europe. The image of the Viking warrior remains a powerful symbol of strength, adventure, and resilience.